stream that stuff? Yeah. I said, and you know what? I said, and we have fans. I said, his name's Ken, and maybe a few other people. You know, I don't know. I said, I don't know, but that's what we do. And Aiden's in the back, like, wow, what's going on? Nothing. If I got a YouTube channel and he doesn't, holy shit, the excrement's gonna hit the oscillator big time. Anyway,
well, it's back on now.
Okay. There we go.
So what's back on now?
So we'll have to. I gotta tread lightly there. The boy, when he figures out I got a YouTube channel, I haven't set one up for him. Oh boy, he'll disown me. He already. I told you guys. He practices. He makes sort of his own, videos. He tapes and practices, and he's got his running shtick, his YouTuber. Hey guys, he's got it all down. He records himself, and then he hears his brother in the background screaming, "Nah!" I'm recording. That's my brother. It's okay. We don't pay attention to him. He just keeps on playing and doing his shtick. Anyway, he's got it down like a regular Bob Barker. Anyway, makes me laugh. And then we're talking in the living room or something. He's like, "Shh, sorry about that. My parents, It kills me. Anyway,
it's hilarious.
It is. And then sometimes I go in and I just, because if I realize what he's doing, I just go in and piss him off, I walk back out. What are you doing over here? Like, did I screw something? Are you live? I'm recording. You're live? Are you online? No. Then you can just, start over. It's okay.
Press pause and start again.
Because I keep telling him when he's playing his games, right? I got to finish this. I can't. I'm in the middle of whatever he's playing. I don't know whether he's online or he's not. I'm like, Aiden, you need to appreciate that this is not. You're not lined up at the batat with your quarter on the side of the pinball machine or the Pac-Man machine. That you're gonna get in a fight, with the kid next to you, whatever. And then as soon as your game over, like you get kicked off because there's one machine. There's one pinball machine, a Globetrotter pinball machine, and a Miss Pac-Man or a Gallagher or whatever. And you put your quarter down, you're in line, that's my quarter, and then someone walks off for your quarter, you get bullied or whatever.
No quarter.
You can reboot your machine and play till the cows come home. Who gives a shit? Really? And he's looking at me like, I'm from another planet. What are you talking about?
He doesn't have a clue what the fuck you're talking about.
And I explained to him, saying, once upon a time, you had to pay to play. Like now, you got your Xbox Gold Live, whatever, we pay $60 or $100, I don't know, whatever, a year for, and you get one free game a month, and you got all these, there's all some shit there now. There's the robot, it's not Roblox. He has that, plays that, all kinds of stuff, but it's basically build robots and you fight and all this crap. Anyway, it's quite interesting, but yeah, it's like just not the same thing. So yeah, but anyway, if he's going to start building games, power to him. Get him a YouTube channel. He can make daddy lots of money.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You never know where that could take off to, man. With the right fucking following, you never know what can happen.
That's right. Well,
the best way I can figure out what we got going here is that I think the limitation is probably my modem, because each one of you guys, you got a modem in the heart of your house, and all your kids and family connect with their iPads and laptops and cell phones, and everything connects to that fucking modem. And the modem has an upload speed and a download speed. It's sort of capped off. That's what Bell does, or
Bell,
they throttle you. Speed. They say, okay, you're only allowed this much upload. I could give you this, but I'm going to give you this. You want more? You pay for 5.7. Yeah, that's $70 a month. 5.10? That's $100 a month. You want yeah, bring it on. So I think that's probably what's happening. Even though I've got an amazing modem and we got 15 devices connecting at any given time. I mean, I don't know. My mom could be watching fucking Blue Bloods right now, and my wife is doing whatever, and my kid has Roblox still connected by mistake because she didn't turn off her iPad. And
right.
It could be that is affecting the speed. I'm a little bit distant because I'm in the truck. Whatever.
But you know what, Paul? Recently with Bell, you're with Bell, we're with Bell, and I didn't have a problem until probably a month ago, and it hasn't been a problem for what we're doing tonight. But as I was saying last night when I was trying to watch Enz's videos, halfway through it just freezes, and it happens regularly in the evening. I don't know during the day because I'm not watching videos during the day, but during the evening. And sometimes I think, well, because Aiden's on his tablet and Genevieve's watching streaming, the TV in our bedroom runs the modem. It pulls from Wi-Fi. It's not hardwired like the TV downstairs or on the main floor. And so, and my laptop for work, I have it hardwired, and the other laptop beside me here is Wi-Fi. So I figure if it's all pulling, okay, maybe that's too much. But last night, I was the only one that had anything on. I was on my phone, and I was trying to watch these friggin' videos from the green room, and it's like, I'm getting pissed off. So I wouldn't be surprised if our friends at Bell recently, and my house is apparently I was the first customer in the area to get 5. This was 3 years ago, but now they've decided to start throttling people and their speeds again. A month ago or something, I forget, they called to say, hey, we're going to give you this free service. And like, we don't want your free service, but don't touch our goddamn settings or the bill or whatever. Oh, no. But, when they do that, then they start farting with stuff. Next thing you know, your bill goes up, your service goes down, and you got to phone and, spend 4 hours bitching at them, renegotiate everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if they started throttling the speeds again. They do it. They acknowledge it, right? And like you said, oh, you want more? Okay, well, then your bill goes up. So more people.
It also happens sometimes that you open up with a laptop that you haven't used in a couple of days, and as soon as you open it up and you log in, and it's 8:34, and I'm gonna log into the Soulmasons stream or whatever, and you don't know it, but it's also downloading 17 gigs of Windows Update behind the scenes, and unbeknownst to you, you're like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to watch this, But no, you're not watching anything because you're downloading a fucking 18 gig update to iTunes, fucking against your will, and that could be it too, right? I mean, my phone could be doing that right now, and I don't know. Anyway, if we had 100 viewers, I'd be more worried. It sucks that there's intermittency. It really does suck because I don't want to have that. Even if we have 2, I think it's important. Ken and my mom deserve to watch us without interruption.
That's right.
And apparently Brad too occasionally.
Who's that?
Yeah, well, that's
Brad
the thing.
Too.
Brad, yes.
Yeah, Brad was watching us when.
Regardless of who it is, like, listen, I don't want to plug other channels, but my cooking thing, okay, I had this massive issue with the live streaming to multiple platforms. I found a service called Restream that allows me, I record on my iPad, and with one device, it goes to a server, and the server distributes live to Facebook and YouTube and Twitter or whatever it's called, Periscope, for me simultaneously. And I have a paid version of it so that I can do that. And I was hoping to use that for us. But the problem is not streaming to multiple channels. It's getting all of us into one channel.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we could stream to multiple. That's fine. We could go to Facebook and YouTube and all that. But the issue right now is getting the 4 of us into one channel. And I think that's the bottleneck. Is because I'm having a Skype call with you guys. So I'm getting 3 channels coming in. So my bandwidth is fluctuating. And I'm recording you guys with a 5th channel. My 5th guy, T-Bo Vision, is sort of watching all 4 of us.
So there's 4 going, in essence.
And I got 4 channels coming in to one, and then I'm streaming it to YouTube. So I'm doing a lot with the modem. The modem is probably going fucking ballistic. And as soon as Liz tunes into Netflix, I'm just going to watch a show, everything dies. Or my mom is watching fucking whatever, Bell. She could be watching a normal, like the news.
Yeah.
And maybe that's fucking it up. So, I don't know.
It's all right. We'll send Ken some flowers. Well, maybe we should, I was just thinking we should, one of these, like when Steve bows out, we should invite like Ken or Brad, send him I don't know if he even has Skype on his phone. I'm guessing he does, but as a guest, you know.
That's a good idea. It's a good idea.
We could try him now. I don't know. He's probably in bed there. He might be doing the old hoochie coo, the horizontal mambo or something. I'll be calling him.
Well, you can invite anybody you want on Skype. That's the beauty. We could invite fucking Enzo De Paula or Anna. You know, like, I mean, just boom, jump in. Hey guys, how you doing? Make a random call. It's like the fucking, hey, let's call up. Fucking, you know, you name it.
Hilarious.
Share link to join group.
Who the fuck are these?
Call ex-girlfriends. You know.
What am I doing here?
That would be fucking funny, man.
Jim,
that would be
what?
Promotion. Don't you have the Prime Minister's home phone number?
Yeah, there you go.
Me and JT, Justin, we're like, well, you can't see me right now, or I don't know if you can.
Yeah, we can see you, you moron.
We can?
Uh-huh.
All right. So you can see I'm picking my nose?
That's not what you're picking.
I am a picking. No, I was just looking at see if I could see my brother in Skype, but I can't seem to get there right now, and I don't want to accidentally invite more people. I don't know if that's
you don't want to invite people on the Soulmason one, because then time Paul sends it out, you're always
the bat signal goes to everybody. That's right.
Yeah. So just text them.
Text them. Right. Text them and tell them what to join. How the hell is he supposed to do that?
Oh, you could add him. No problem, man. It's Ken.
It's Ken, yeah.
Another
he's the fifth Soulmason.
Pretty much.
Where the hell? I didn't know. Where the hell? Anyway, I won't bust it. I'll tell him for next week that we'll figure something out.
There you go.
Oh, for God's sake. Technology.
Anyway, okay, so
I think
that's
to work my the bottleneck is my modem is pretty good at doing what it has to do for the house, but when it's got 4 feeds coming in, there is basically 4 phone calls coming to my modem right now. I think that's probably what's causing the issue, and I would need more technical advice on how to streamline that to make it more efficient. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way.
Did you figure out the problem you were having with Wednesdays?
Yeah, I got that sorted out. I got it all sorted out. It's,
what was that about?
So it made sense to me after I finally discovered it. I did 3 or 4 weeks. Basically, I was using this restreaming technology to take what I was recording, basically me, and then it would stream to a server, which is one source. That's great. Saves my modem a lot of heat. And then that server somewhere in Toronto is restreaming to YouTube and Facebook and wherever else that I want. So instead of having 5 cams, one for Twitter, one for Facebook, I would go to 1 cam. And I figured, I'm going to use my cell phone. Perfect. I can walk around and all that shit, as long as I'm within range of the Wi-Fi in my home. But what I didn't know is that because I was using my phone, the signal coming out of my phone was very crappy because it's a phone. It doesn't have a fucking massive chip in there, like processing power. It's a phone. It's good, for talking and doing this, but it didn't have the power to digitize what they call 1080p, which is HD video. And I'm like, fuck, something's wrong with the service, the server. No, it's because the phone doesn't have enough brains power to fucking process the signal. So I'm like, I'm going to try my iPad. Sure enough, the iPad is a little bit bigger. It's got a little bit more brains to it. Bing! No problem. Everything's fine. So I was sending from a device that couldn't churn it out. And the real technical glitch, without getting boring, is that basically I was recording it at a high definition, and the phone had the job of converting it into slightly lower definition and uploading it. And just doing that conversion, my tiny little phone, brand new iPhone 8, it didn't have enough brains to do it. The iPad, it's more of a computer, if that makes sense.
Right.
It has no problem converting and sending and uploading and still keeping up whatever it has to do. So just switching from iPhone to iPad was the trick. So I'm fucking broadcasting live. I can walk down to the park with my iPad, no problem.
But what about if you just change the the rate.
I tried a whole bunch of different settings like that, the baud rate and the the BPS and frame rate and the resolution on my phone. But what I finally realized is that no matter what I was doing with the phone, big HD, small HD, like crap, it still needed to convert in order to be able to send it to the restream, because the restream is demanding it in a certain format, and the phone, no matter what, it's like Mac and PC talking. Okay. It's still, even though it's the same end result, it still needs to do something. Yeah. And the phone didn't have the brains to do it fast enough, and because it's live, you'd see fucking pixels everywhere, because it's just trying to keep up. It's like, it's always out of breath. And the iPad was like, yeah, no problem. I gotta do this with my fucking eyes closed. Sure, here you go. Whatever you need. Beep. So it's a good iPad. It's an iPad mini, but it's still got enough brains to convert quickly so that the HD stream can remain, intact.
So theoretically, what we would need to do is to each of us stream instead of sending it to you as a call. But then, no.
We could do that. We could do something like that. So if we all, the thing about this right now, what Tebow Vision is watching, Tebow Vision is watching the Skype call that we're all tuned into. Basically, Tebow Vision is on the call with no mic and no cam.
Right.
So he's just there. He's just a brain listening, and normally all four of us are occupying the space. If Tebow Vision was on, cam and mic, sometimes I've done it where I forget, and the mic is it does that fucking thing. Oh fuck! Turn off the speakers. Crap! I forgot. That's because he wants to be part of the call. I'm like, no, get the fuck off the call, Tebow Vision, because it's a feedback loop, right? It's like putting the mic in front of the speaker. Literally, it's exactly that. It's exactly that. Automatic. Video and audio. So he can't be part of the call, but he's basically a digital recording device. He's a microphone and a video microphone to sort of listen, sniff the call. But there's no other way. Like if we had Ken on the call and we had 5 others, it would be even worse, because then we'd have more. Yeah. Right? My modem still has to receive the call from everybody. You know?
So to Enzo's question, I mean, and I don't think we're doing too bad. I mean, for what we're doing, like say for people, but there must be, and I raise this because basically what Skype's doing is multiplexing us, right? But what we want, there are standalone, like as we used to do this when I was as a broker, I used to clear for a lot of the big alarm companies that buy and import this stuff for alarm systems and closed circuit TVs, and they have multiplexers, right? For like when you see on TV, in the big control room, you got all the cameras. Well, those things are they're actually multiplexers, they're rack mount multiplexers, and so I suspect that there's the service that you subscribe to for Wednesdays or for Impulsive Culinarian or whatever it is there must be a digital multiplexer that we could dial into. There's probably an app for that, right? Along the lines of, instead of using Skype, like we still use Skype, but we dial into the multiplexer, and the multiplexer takes the stream out, combines it, and that's through the server. So you're not burning your modem. You're not looking to, the chipset on your phone there is, tiny, and we're trying to make it. We're trying to push too much bandwidth through this tiny little pipeline, right? And it just can't handle it. So I'm guessing that there's some kind of multiplexing feature out there, a digital multiplexer that we could use that could pull the stream and take on multiple, that many more channels if we wanted to.
So you would still need a controller or channel like Tebow Vision. What it does right now would still have to exist, like whether it's Tebow Vision or Jimbo Vision or whatever the fuck you call it. There would be one controller channel that we would use as sort of like a dial-in and say, okay, the controller needs to get all the feeds and set them up. Yes. Because otherwise, if we all had an app that had a server address that we can multiplex to, So we call it the Soulmasons server, right? And it lives somewhere in fucking Toronto. And we all dial into it, and we're calling into that with a video and audio feed, each one of us, and it's going to this server. But unless somebody is controlling that to say, oh, I want Jim to appear here and Enzo to, like, we need, there would be this, right now, there would be a blank box for Steve because we'd have to set it up so that there's 4 callers. Okay, put a box in the 4 corners. There's 10 callers, put 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom. Like, we'd have to have a control.
You still have to have a monitor and way to monitor it and adjust.
Which wouldn't be reliant on anyone's modem, which would be great, and it would probably cost. But I don't know that service yet. I'm sure you're right. Like, I mean, the what I use for my Wines Day is probably, like you say, the reverse. Instead of broadcasting to multiple, like receiving from multiple. Mm-hmm. Hold on.
More beer.
And then, but
we're not there yet. I don't think we need that, but I'm certain there's something out there like that.
I agree, absolutely. You're 100% right. Right now, it's happened once where the feed dropped, and I restarted it. So now we have 2 feeds for tonight. One that probably cut out half an hour ago, and one that started 20 minutes ago. And we can't merge them necessarily, but we could say part 1, part 2.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. It may be a Netflix thing. Let me just say that soon that will not be as much of an issue.
You want to go back to the control room?
Is there a particular reason?
Would you like to go back to the control room first? Go back to the control room, please.
Yes.
Okay.
You're right. I meant to do that at the top of the call, but we got off onto a foot.
Go to the control room, please.
What do you psychos been concocting?
Just wait. Good night, everybody.
Do I need to go and get another beer?
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll get one now.
All right.